Okay, people, so now it is April 16th, 2020, and I'm going to show you kind of what I'm doing here. Now, you have to understand, people, Uncle John was just the tip of the iceberg, okay? In terms of, he brought to the surface the criminal activity that's being carried out in our healthcare systems and our banking systems that are literally stealing old people's money and then locking up those old people like their dirty secret. Go back into my videos and listen to enough videos and it will all come together and you will understand what is happening today to thousands and thousands of old people across Canada and the United States as our governments, regardless of who they are, got everybody on fucking lockdown in some sort of warped dimension. Literally, this is a warped dimension that's being dictated to us that is very fucking close to Nazi Germany regime. Okay? Now, there are families out there that don't give a shit about their brother, like Uncle John, their sister, like whoever, their mother, their father, because at the end of the day, all they're doing is waiting for them to die and to get the superannuation life insurance policy, any other life insurance policy that that person may have. They're looking to get the house. They're looking to get the bank account. You know, they're looking to get the assets, people. Dad dies. Kids come in. They get the, the Diabetes Association to come in and pack up the house of everything, drive off in a big fucking truck with dad's stuff, and take it to a thrift store, sell it in bulk, right? Just so that they can empty out the fucking house and sell the house and make money. And if it's not the family that's doing that to their loved ones, I don't know how you can call them your loved ones if you're robbing them fucking blind, but for some reason, Eleanor Gilding seemed to think that Uncle John was a loved one, when in fact, all she was trying to do was rob him fucking blind of a life insurance that she never told him about for 14 months, and the week that they had him in that freaking hospital, all drugged up, right, in Victoria General Hospital, people, right, the only thing that Cheryl was asking ShaMay on the phone for, right? And of course, ShaMay wasn't recording at that time because none of us knew what to think. But the only thing Cheryl, Eleanor's daughter, right? John's niece, Cheryl, John's niece, the only thing that girl wanted was to know where Uncle John's superannuation life insurance policy was. And if you don't know what a superannuation life insurance policy is, it's a government life insurance policy, a provincial or a state, because he worked for 25 years for the government, right? And they just assumed that he kept it, right? But he didn't. He let it fucking go to the wayside when he was 65 years old, people, because he didn't want his family coming in and fucking tearing up the house and stealing the money. So he got rid of the money to fucking steal, but those people, they didn't fucking know that. But they still got the inheritance. And who facilitated that? Fraser Health Authority, CIBC Bank, and any other fucking crook that they partnered up with to accomplish their goal. That was in good times, people. Okay? Now we've got thousands of old people fucking being targeted for those superannuation life insurance policies, their homes, whatever it is that they have, their pension plans, their fucking savings, it doesn't matter, right? And it's not just the government that's targeting them, because oftentimes when a government, a health authority wants to take away the old person's rights when they go to a hospital. Dad breaks his ankle, he goes to the hospital, next thing you know it, dad is never released from care. No, because all these fucking workers that work in the healthcare system all of a sudden decided that he had way too many fucking assets to let him go back home. So they concoct fucking theatrical skits to it in their files that he's confused, that he's not ready to go home, that he doesn't know what he wants. This, right? Until eventually they fucking make him sell his house, right? And forfeit any money to pay for his stay. It wouldn't matter if he was there for a fucking year, as they're fucking forcing him to sell his house. I've witnessed it, people, okay? And then they'll take their fucking cut, $32 a day for a year. You do the math after he sells the house. And then they're gonna put him in one of these fucking care facilities that they are like, oh, well, we care about the old people. We really, really do, you know? This is why we've got the whole fucking country on fucking lockdown, because we don't want the old people to die. But you know what? But we really do, because with the old people comes cash, people. With the old people comes the cash, people. The majority of those old people sitting up in those old folks' homes have assets. Because if that was not true, Ciera would have gotten fucking housing a long time ago. But she didn't have no assets. So what she got was the streets and abuse. You have to connect the dots, okay? So, you know, right now, we've got a booming underground economy of criminal activity pillaging old people for their assets. Don't be fooled. It doesn't matter if it's coming from the Eleanor Gildings, who work in the fucking system and can go around with seniority and flash their fucking union card, right? And say, well, I want this one, and I don't care about that one, so I want that one too, right? And we'll just feed them to the fucking government so that the government can have them with their, through the guardian and trustee, which is a legislative act for the government to steal that money, so-called legally, through the court system. And every now and then, they're gonna throw that bone to those crooked fucking nurses like Eleanor Gilding, like they did with fucking Uncle John, and they're gonna let her fucking get away with stealing the fucking money from her own fucking brother, as they locked him up into their funky fucking care homes like a dirty fucking secret, and then what, come back 5 fucking years and get up on TV and say, okay, everybody's on fucking lockdown, don't breathe, don't go anywhere, we're in communist fucking Germany, but we're just not telling you about it right now, right? As they're pillaging the old people's assets. And they're preventing people from even going in and seeing what's going on for themselves, because many of these old people are being isolated alone to die alone. So, all you need is Eleanor Gilding. Oh, they're dead. No, that's good. Where's the money? That's the first fucking thing that comes out of their fucking mouth, people. Where's the fucking money? Where's the superannuation? Where's the bank account? Where's the pension? Right? Oh, they have a house? Great. Let's call in the Diabetes Association, and they can come and fucking clear everything out. Clear it all fucking out. Donate it to the fucking, thrift store, and then put the house up for sale in a fucking laundered economy, right? With billions and billions of dollars of death money in terms of fentanyl sales being run through the fucking housing market, while your government is laughing at you. Your government is fucking laughing at you, people. You can't get fucking lawyer to help you unless you've got $50,000 to $100,000. What does that tell you? That tells you that the lawyers are involved. Okay? Because they learn their shit in fucking college, people. And that's why you have Skull and Bones in terms of these secret societies, the Masons, this, that, and everything else under the fucking sun. They don't care. They don't care who they fucking hurt. So anyway, this is where I'm at with, I had to get that off my chest, okay? Because it's a fucking free-for-all right now. There is so much crime going on under everybody's fucking noses that they're completely blind to it. A lot of Uncle Johns are getting robbed right now. Whether they're getting robbed from their loving sisters and brothers, or whether they're getting robbed by the government, it doesn't matter. It all goes back into the same gene pool of criminal activity. Just like bodies are being pillaged of their organs by any means necessary, one way or another. So this is the form that I have to fill out. You can see it's Form 1, right? You know, they want 5 pages, but they're not getting 5 pages from me. They're getting 19. I'll show you what those 19 are. And when I'm ready to, when I got everything in an envelope, right, I am going to upload. I have to scan it first. I have to scan my notice of claim, and then I'm going to upload it to Google Documents, and I'm going to make a link available to the video, right? I don't know. I may just upload this and then go on to the next video with all the papers, right? Because otherwise it gets too long. Because I'm fucking livid because I know what's going on, people. I know the thievery that goes on within the public union sector and how they've set up tens of thousands of old people to be literally fucking robbed as they're dying off like flies. And they're using the fucking so-called coronavirus to keep everybody at arm's length, social distancing, so we don't figure out the fucking call. The mass gathering of wealth. At the expense of culling the old people. And as quickly, listen to this one, as quickly as they cull them, get rid of them, right, clear them out, as quickly as they fucking clear them out, they'll lift their little social distancing ban, and then they'll fucking start attacking the ones in their homes to fill up those same fucking facilities, going on about what a good job they do for the old people. But yet you have to figure out how they got there in the first place, people. Think of Uncle John. How did Uncle John get there? What was the price that he had to pay for Eleanor to become rich off of Uncle John's misery? For the government to get their subsidy in terms of $1,700 a month for a little dinky fucking room locked up like a prisoner in an old folks home. That's what he was paying, $1,700. That's why they cut me out of his fucking bank account by falsifying that card, people. Right? They kicked out that card because they didn't want me to fucking see what was going on. Because they had never removed me as legal power and endure. I had 2 powers of attorney, people. Power of attorney and enduring power of attorney, people. Okay? This is what it needs to be addressed. This is what the Attorney General and the Solicitor fucking General needs to address when ShaMay stuff goes to court. Because this is what's happening right now. They're culling the old people to clear out the the old folks home to make available space to start their attack on the ones that are sitting right now in their homes. It's just going to take a lung infection to go to the hospital with pneumonia, and they dope them up without fucking telling them, and, you know, they don't know. The family that really loves them don't know, because we're being told that they're not fucking feeding him dope, right? But clearly there's something fucking wrong. But you can't argue with the doctor. You can't argue with the nurse. You can't argue with the physiotherapist, even though the majority of them don't even come from this fucking country. You know, the government accredited them to steal old people's money by any means necessary. And because the economy's been fucking crashing, and it's only been upheld through the, underground economy, you know, they gotta fucking get their money grab on, people. That's why you've got tens of thousands of old people being isolated alone to die alone so that they can clear out those old folks' homes and fill them up with new victims. Are you hearing what I'm saying? They're gonna fill them up with new fucking victims. And you're going to have scenarios where some families are going to be fighting with government entities like the public guardian and trustee to get the assets back that the government entity stole while the old person was in hospital for a bruised ankle, but was never released and ended up in some fucking care home for the rest of his life under lock and key because they lock him up, people. They lock the fucking doors in these places, people. They got their little, what is it called, pod over here, their little pod 2, pod 3, pod 4. You gotta press in fucking codes to get into pod 4. You gotta press in a code to get fucking out. You know, if they don't like you, they don't let you in. Doesn't that sound like a prison? All because they're protecting the elderly as they turn off the fucking IV water vein lines, right? When they don't want them anymore? Because all the paperwork is signed, sealed, and delivered to steal their fucking assets like Joan? Right? Steal her life insurance money and then don't tell John that he inherited money until John was doped up and completely fucking brain damaged from all the stress that they put him through as he lost his family and then sat up in some fucking care home all by himself alone? That's your government for you people! And that was in good times. Good times. Now we're under Nazi fucking Germany. You can't even go to the fucking courthouse, open a door without some dude screaming at you. You're not allowed to record? Why not? Why am I not allowed to record? It's a public fucking institution. Right? What you gonna do? Arrest me? Because I opened a door and looked inside with my camera? Into an environment I can't even go into? Even though I need to? Right? For a fucking phantom virus that's just wiping out the old people to make space for new old people as they flush them out of their fucking houses so they can, what, bring in more immigrants to build monster house after monster house after monster house after monster house after condo, then monster house, and then after condo, then a fucking high-rise where nobody that was born in this country can afford to buy it unless their parents are fucking rich and operate with criminal intent. But of course there are some legitimate people out there that actually do work honest jobs. But society is so out of control now that a lot of them are just fucking assholes, you know, scamming and scheming and running with the devil. That's why there's so much dysfunction in the world. So anyway, now that I got that off my chest, no, I mean, you just need to really stop and think about it, that's all. Look at the bigger picture. Don't look at the little picture. Uncle John's the little picture, people. Look at the big fucking picture here, okay? Just like ShaMay is the little picture, so is Ciera the little picture, but you gotta look at the big picture, people. You gotta put the fucking number, the $ number to those little pictures and then multiply it to the big fucking number. If they were so concerned about helping fucking people, they would have helped Ciera a long, long, long time ago. But she had no assets to steal. Okay, so I have to list down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this video since I ranted on about Uncle John. Because I clearly can see what's going on. Because I've already been through it, people. Just because you've got some bitch walking around some fucking hall with some union pass saying, oh, I'm a 40-year veteran, I'm well experienced, I know what I'm doing, doesn't mean that she's not a fucking crook or a thief. Alright? And wouldn't fucking turn off your IV if she could make money off of it. And that's basically what's happening. You got a lot of fucking Eleanor Gildings running around in the fucking countries, both countries, shutting off a lot of fucking IV waters. As they're making backroom deals with banks and fucking corporations and, you know, right, maybe some family members. As long as they get their cut, they don't fucking care. You know, whether it's like, oh yeah, I'm big and bad, you know, I'm in a position of power. Or whether they get fucking 5,000 here, 10,000 there to fucking turn a blind eye to the garbage that's around them. Like, it pains me to see so many people being exploited and not even nobody standing up to fucking fight for their rights. Like, really, where are all these fucking lawyers that are supposed to be so-called lawyers fighting for all these old people dying by themselves as soon as they die? Like, you know, when you go to, like, what is that called? The night, you know, the night before Christmas, right? Scrooge, right? What? He laying in his bed and he dies. And what's the first thing people fucking do? They're swarming and they're taking their curtains. They want to take his fucking, you know, his bed clothes, right? They're looking for money. That's all it is, people. That's all it fucking is. The government has made it so that people can pillage without impunity. Because it's the government, the ones that are sitting up there talking, oh no, this is for the best interest of society. We want to protect the elderly. Well, if you really wanted to protect the elderly, you would have fucking protected Uncle John. And you didn't. Because anything that you write in your fucking legislation is fucking rhetoric. And we're going into what, round 2 now with the same fucking, round 3 with the same, round 4 with the same fucking rhetoric? Into a drop box with a sheriff lording over me. Get out, get out, get out. Can't record. You can't record the drop box. Why? Why? Because it's what? Fucking unprofessional? It shows that there's something wrong with society? That we're all fucking sick in the fucking head here? That's what that drop box represents. It represents how fucking sick society has become. With everybody standing 6 feet away saying, oh, go away, go away. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. But in the same breath, we'll turn around and fucking stab you in the fucking back and then we'll rob you. Think of Uncle John. Think of ShaMay. Think of Amari being injured and there is no recourse to follow up on it because the health professional, they didn't do the MRI because they were too busy blaming the mother for their fuck-ups. Ha 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 ha. As they forced you to go see fucking doctors that came from God knows where, that in the back of their mind are just going ching ching, ching ching, ching ching, how much money can I make off of this body? I just have to fool the fucking grandmother, you know? Just gotta find a way to fool the grandmother so that when the child dies, I don't get caught. And we know the cops won't investigate it because, you know, they're in on it, people. The fucking cops are in on it. Maybe not every fucking cop, but too many fucking cops are. Oh, we got the minister back up going on about her bullshit. Okay, so you have to do this. When you put in the plaintiff, I'm the plaintiff. That's easy. I can put my name there. Judy Lynn Chorney. Done. Defendants. Well, I'm going to show you this. Because I have nobody to help me. I can't go anywhere to ask anybody to fucking help me with this because obviously the people that can help endorse illegal organ harvesting. Obviously the people that can help, that choose not to help, they endorse gang stalking of vulnerable families. They endorse fucking medical kidnapping of the elderly so assets can be stolen, right? Because they're hoping that one day they can steal somebody else's assets and not get caught. So if they stay fucking quiet on it, right, it's a better chance for them to have their opportunity to do it. So I have to do this on my own, people. This is my reference. Do you see that? See up here? I'm going to read it to you. Her Majesty the Queen, in right of the province of British Columbia, as represented by the Ministry of Attorney General and Ministry of Public Safety and Solicitor General. That's who I'm going to list down as the defendants. Here they've got the RCMP, right? E division. But I only have so much money, people. I can't be, you know, sending out 7 fucking of these things in the mail through registered mail yet. And then I'd love to have 7 fucking lawyers all in that fucking courthouse looking at me by myself. I wish I could do that. If I had the money and the resources and just a little more experience, I would do it. But I can't, right? So I have to go with what I think I can cope with, basically. So, and of course, I do want to add in that minister for the federal government, but I don't know how to list them down. I don't know how to list him down, and I don't know how to serve him, right? And because I don't know how to do that, they will use that against me when I get to court. And they will throw it out based on that, because they're cowards. The people that I'm fighting against are fucking cowards. Just remember that. For as much as they've got money, for as much as they've got prestige, for as much as they got fucking wealth and power and all this other fucking shit that they think that they fucking got, at the end of the day, they all got small little fucking dicks and they're fucking cowards. Okay? Small dick cowards. That's what they are. So I'm just going to list that, just like that, as, because this is my only example. And this is why I'm so riled up, because this is stupid. This is so fucking stupid. I shouldn't have to go through this shit. It will be hard for them, because I can't list down David Eby. I can't sue the minister himself, or that other dude. I have to sue the ministry, only I don't know how to write them down as defendants. Outside of finding this in my files in regards to, well, it was either to do with Andre, because I remember I was going to fight for Andre by myself, what's new, or it was regarding Uncle John, and I just happened to type out examples, because there is nothing on the internet that shows you exactly how to do these things. They keep it hidden from you because they want you fucking dumb. They keep it hidden from you so that you don't learn, right? It's called dumbing down the society. This is just an amended notice of civil claim. So I should be able to take what I just showed you and write that right here. By hand, right here. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. By the grace of God, I've got that in my own records, because I can't find anything on the internet right now to show me the way. And then, technically, you use their computer system, and you type out your statement of facts in here, right? And then your relief sought in here, and then your legal basis in here, and it prints it out. But they like to keep it down to 5 pages, and I'm at 20. So I am just going to add C attachment, C attachment, C attachment. I may take time to write the first sentence, because that's all I have room for, is maybe one sentence if I write really small, right? And then I can do that, right? I think I got a handle on that. And then it just asks you just a generic, what type of thing that you're filing, just for their own records. And in my case, do not know. Right? And then just to show you what I'll be filing, I've typed it out. I don't know if I should be typing it out in 3 and submitting all 3, because what happens is when the court registry gets this, they, right, they give you a court number, they give you their own professional stamp, right, and then you're supposed to go off and photocopy, right, so I should do it by 3, you go off and you photocopy, and then you come back, and then they do each one, they give you back, right, and then you put it in between your papers, and then when you're ready to serve, it all goes in together, right? This is just going on memory of what I did with Uncle John, people. Honest to God, if I wouldn't have filed Uncle John's lawsuit and have this memory of what I had to do just for that, I wouldn't be able to do this right now by myself. Because the provincial government of British Columbia, Canada, has basically made it where nobody can stand up and fight for their fucking rights. Unless, of course, you've got a lawyer to do that for you. And they know that the ones that are being preyed upon cannot get lawyers because they've written it into their fucking legislation to make it so. And that's why we have criminal activity rampant in this province. And for every person that dies in these fucking care homes, it's just another Uncle John. And yeah, maybe even an Auntie Joan. That's all it is. It's just making room for more victims, people. As those people's assets are being pillaged by family members that just crawled out of the fucking woodwork out of nowhere 50 fucking years later and laid claim. Or it's done by the fucking public guardian and trustee. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. So, here's my notice of claim. I'm going to upload this video. Obviously, it's going to be too long. I just want to show you I'm on it. Try not to think about the city fucking coming in, chopping off my head on Sunday. Here we go. Look at that. Now, my next video, okay, I'm going to upload this one today. Now, I'm going to get my paperwork all in order, right? I'm going to put everything in a fucking envelope. I should do everything by 3. I don't know. At least maybe 3 of these, right? Because I'm just the two attorney generals and myself. Because they need to open up an investigation, people. That's what they need to fucking do, right? How I'm going to serve them, I'm not sure yet. I have to figure that one out. It's not like I can go to the courthouse, to their little service center, and ask somebody to help me, because I'm sure they've got that on fucking lockdown too, right? But as long as I get it filed, I still have time to serve them. So I'll figure it out, right? So we got this. So my next video, after I get everything in the envelope, I get my check ready. Now, I am going to try and go to the bank tomorrow before I go to the courthouse and see if I can get a money order. But I'll tell you right now, I'm not standing in line for 3 fucking hours, people. I can write a check for the 17th. I will do a video. Somebody suggested that the fucking sheriff number should give me his fucking number as a receipt in terms of he was a witness that I dropped it into the fucking drop box, because I will have my fucking camera on. I won't have it facing into the courthouse. I'll have it facing onto the fucking steps, okay? You know what? People have their rights. This is not Nazi fucking Germany, okay? But after everything is almost ready in the envelope, before I do that though, I'm going to scan these, okay? I'm going to scan these, and then I'm going to upload it to Google Documents so that when I do my next video, you will see what I've done. I think I did a pretty damn good job, people, considering everything. You can see, right? But again, you can write a million words. No matter how fucking smart you are, they will just ignore it, call you frivolous, call you scandalous, call you a waste of the court's time, and they will fucking commit crimes right there in the courthouse to prevent you, 1, from getting the truth out, and 2, from getting justice. But I haven't quit yet, trying to get that justice for Uncle John, right? For Auntie ShaMay, and I got a little in here to make reference to the gang stalking around Ciera's death. All right? And I promised my viewers that supported this petition that your voice was going into the notice of claim as I file it. So the last page is page 19, just so you can see. There it is. Do you see? This is a part of the notice of claim. Do you see? Do you see? This is a statement of facts, people. Statement of facts. A judge cannot fucking ignore it. There's the statement of facts. Do you see that? Right there. I'll bring it in right nice and close. we've got 1,267. Actually, when I printed this out, went back, it jumped up to 1,268. So there are actually 1,268 signatures on this petition. Okay? Statement of facts. This is material facts. This is not frivolous. This is not scandalous. This is not a waste of the court's time. It belongs with the notice of claim. So that is the last page. And it will go in with the notice of claim. And by the grace of God, I think I know how to list down these ministers without using their names, because it's right there. So they can't use that against me. They can't say that I didn't list them down properly, because if you notice, this is an amended notice of claim, okay? So therefore, it's legitimate.